Hey everybody, Jimmy here with the Triple C Collective for another Turtle Tuesday. Today we're diving into Season 2, Episode 4, The Mean Machines of the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles animated series from the 1980s. Let me just say, as always, I love the Turtles. I loved this episode. It was really great. It was really fun to revisit it. Because like I said, I haven't watched a lot of this stuff since I originally saw it like in syndication growing up in like the early to mid 90s. So it's been a real joy to rewatch it. Um, I'm super excited to also like after finish this off to dive into the movies and all of that and do the other animated series that they have released throughout the years as well. But we'll get to those down the line. Anyhow, this episode has been really great. The Mean Machines starts out, so let's dive in. Episode 4 starts out with Michelangelo and Splinter kind of sparring and training and, doing different fights and stuff together as Splinter is giving different direction and like do this, do that, like to try and like block him and stuff. The entire time, Raphael is really riding him, and when I say riding him, I mean just like really kind of like making fun of him because Splinter is better than Michelangelo and it like does beat Michelangelo in the end, despite Michelangelo like doing his absolute best and like looking good but still losing. And Raphael is basically showing no class to his brother, and Splinter has Raphael, face him next. Raphael is very confident that he will be able to at least hold his own, if not beat Splinter. And Raphael is sorely mistaken. It is one of the quickest fights that we've ever seen in this show. Whether it be from like villains against the turtles or turtles trading against each other, it is one of the quickest fights we have ever seen, and it's awesome. I love that Splinter puts him in his place. There's one thing of like, you know, of messing with your brother, trying to, give him the old razzle dazzle or whatever. And then there's just like being mean and working against your brother then in that sense. And that's what Splinter is trying to show, like Raphael, and also showing Raphael that he's no better than Michelangelo because in the end they both lost. And if you want to compare anything, Michelangelo lasted longer in his fight with Splinter. So yeah, it was great. It was awesome. I love it. Um, during this, during Raphael and Michelangelo sparring with Splinter, Donnie has completed his new tracker for the piece of the or for like pieces of the Eye of Zarnoth, and the turtles move out. The turtles are dressed in odd cloaks. They kind of look like monks, Jedi, and they're just wandering around looking for the fragment throughout the city. The turtles, as they're walking through like alleys and stuff, trying to get it, they're getting close because it's like starting to bing on their tracker. They see a robbery, and robbers like run out of like a store that they just stole stuff from. So the turtles decide to abandon the look for the piece of the Eye of Zarnoth right now and to go after the robbers, the immediate thing that they need to stop. So they do that. They do what you would see almost any other kind of street level hero put into that kind of position. take out this little quick one right now and then go back to your big investigation that you're working on. Help out a little bit. Unbeknownst to the turtles, though, Shredder and Baxter ended up being in the exact same location on the rooftops, and they end up getting and following the turtles basically and getting to the piece, to the fragment, and they take it. They take the second piece of the eye of Zarnoff. The turtles eventually stop the robbers. They go back, find that the fragment is gone. They run down an alley because they see Shredder and Baxter running away. They are able to get Shredder and Baxter are able to get into a taxi and drive off before the turtles are able to get there. The turtles are then left standing with the owner of the taxi cab, and it is it's so great. I just love the hijinks of it all. Of them being torn, we're gonna stop the robbers now because we're turtles and we're the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles and that's what we do. We'll do that and then we'll come back to this. I love it. I just love it so much. This show just puts a big smile on my face. It's so great. It's so great. So as the taxi is driving away, we go then, we meet Shredder and Baxter back at their lab. Shredder and Krang are talking. Shredder and Krang are talking on the little communicator thing as Baxter is pounding away working on the second fragment. And Baxter then decides that he wants to hook this piece up to a computer, see what happens. Again, the idea of if the one piece shrank things, what would this one do? We get the turtles back into the turtle van, looking for the fragment. We cut from the lab after Baxter wanting to hook it up to a computer and everything. Donnie's in the back as one of the other turtles are driving, and Donnie's like, we need more power to try and get the tracker to work. To try and get the tracker to work better, to send out a bigger signal, to give a bigger space, to have a better chance of figuring out where other fragments are, and all of that. So Donnie is saying he needs more power. Just as he's saying that, as he's getting ready to turn things on, the turtle van starts going on the fritz. We cut back to the Shredder Baxter lab, and Shredder is doubting Baxter that anything works. Then we see this face appear on the computer. It's Omnis, Omnus. Shows up on the screen after the crystal and the computer are combined. Omnis, the AI, the artificial intelligence, is also, just like Donatello, needing more power. Turtles then, after they get out of the van, the turtles are looking for April O'Neil. Omnis, through his telecommunications, we do a bunch of kind of cuts back and forth here. Omnis, through his through the AI that he is, he's able to track the turtles, pulls them up on screen for Baxter and Shredder to show what he, or I keep saying he, I shouldn't, what Omnis is able to actually do, the AI, the artificial intelligence, is able to do for Baxter and Shredder. Then we get a cutscene to the turtles with April O'Neil meeting up at a construction site. Omnis then takes control of all the construction vehicles, just the same way that Omnis took control of the turtle van. And It's great. Like they end up torching the Channel 6 van. They're like, oh, we'll just deal. Like April's like, I'll just deal with my boss later about that. I just need to try and survive right now. Eventually, the turtles are able to crash the final two vehicles together in like a pile of like cement, basically, and it's a wacky good time. Like it's just so much fun. I loved it. I love it. Um, Baxter. We also get um, after the van is torched, the Shredder sees the turtles escape the construction site. Baxter then starts mocking Omnis, saying that like you need all this power, but you can't even get anything right. Omnis then, instead of waiting for Baxter or Shredder to provide Omnis with another or a newer, better power source, Omnis goes out and starts sucking up the city's power sources, basically, and starts going that way. And it's awesome. I like, um, I don't know. In retrospect, now, um, give it Omnis gives me like, I don't know, the evil AI like vibes, like the Ultrons, the like Skynets, and like all of that kind of stuff. It definitely gives me those kind of vibes, which is great. I love those movies. I love those stories. Uh, then we get, after Omnis starts pulling in his own like new power and stuff, we get a cut to the Channel 6, and Channel 6 has its own little like machine attack. The president is trying to divvy out different jobs. They need to have somebody reporting all of these attacks. Whereas April O'Neil, they need to go look for a source on this. We get a quick cut of Shredder telling Omnis that the building that they are in, Omnis needs to help protect it and like build some sort of, or like help build, create, operate some sort of barrier to keep like the turtles and stuff out of it, in case if the turtles like find the building and take the fight to them, as opposed to Shredder, Omnis, and Baxter taking the fight to the turtles. We have that quick little cut. Then we're back at Channel 6. April's not there. The president wanted April for the story. Vern, very like evil, twirling mustache kind of dude. Is like, well, I'll do the story. It'll be fine, and I'll do it 10 times better than April O'Neil could ever do it. And the president's like, well, it's kind of dangerous, and you got to do it. Like, these things are kind of expected here for it. And Vern then very quickly is like, oh no, then we should definitely wait for April O'Neil to do it. Like, she can handle it. She'll be the best one for the job. Totally kind of changes his tune, and then like slowly like slinks away into the background and like out of like the office or whatever. We don't really see him again, and it just reminds me from the Crooked Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles and him being like, see, they're just green teenagers and they know karate. What a little what a little dweeb. Anyhow, Vern, the little rat that he is, little spineless rat that he is that's what he gets called by the Channel 6 president. He calls Vern says he has no backbone, and I love it. I love making fun of Vern after this. The turtles in April, then we catch up with them. walking the streets trying to not use the turtle van because they know that if they get in it, it could go on the fritz again, and they still haven't necessarily gotten all of that figured out yet for it. So they see a meter maid. They stop a robotic meter maid, and they're like, "Hey, where's the shredder?" The meter maid says, "I'm not going to tell you where shredder is." They go back and forth. Eventually, the meter maid tells them where to go for shredder. Omnis, or no, Shredder. Then we get a cut back to Shredder. Shredder wants to use Omnis to open a portal. Like, we find out why Shredder wants it was okay with like hooking up the the piece of the eye of Zarnoth to the computer, because he wants something to be able to power his own portal to open up, or to power his own portal opening device for to get to Dimension X on his own without having to rely on Krang to take him like back and forth, so that he can like take back his like army and everything like that. It's great. As the turtles then decide to drive their turtle van back there. Omnis takes control of the van, but Donnie decides to pull a quick one, uses the tracker to overload the signal from Omnis, so that Omnis loses control of the turtle van and the turtles take over control of the turtle van again, just as they had planned, and they head to meet Shredder and Omnis and take them out. Shredder wants Omnis to open the portal right now. Shredder and Krang talk as Omnis announced. Omnis says that it's still not ready yet. He still needs a little bit more power. Shredder starts calling Krang and they're talking. Omnis announces that the turtles have arrived and made their way inside the building. Then we get some awesome like fight music as the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles start fighting off all the cronies that Shredder and Baxter and Omnis sent at them. And once they defeat all those guys, Omnis sends a water hose after them, takes control of a water hose, floods the hallway. Then the turtles Scooby-Doo their way out of the building and use suction cups on their like hands and knees, and they suction cup their way up, scaling up the side of the building, getting to the floor that they need to. Once they get up there with April O'Neil in tow as well, April hides behind some machine, or behind a machine. Other machines start to die. Like down, you see other machines that Omnis was controlling kind of start to like falter and like fall over and all over that and like that. And then we kind of see like the color change a little bit around Omnis, and then Omnis cuts out. We come to find out April O'Neil just simply unplugged Omnis. That's how you fix the problem. You unplug them. You unplug them. However, I have some questions. Just being in 2021 now, as opposed to 1980s, like when the show was made. I don't really think if Omnis was that interconnected to everything, I don't think just unplugging Omnis would stop Omnis from still being in those other places. But I don't know. Maybe not. Maybe I'm completely wrong. Let me know if you know. But this was really great. I absolutely loved it. As the power shuts down and April is unplugged, like April is shown with the unplugged like Omnis, Krang is calling Shredder to get some sort of update to figure out what's going on. Shredder is dodging Krang's call. Uh, Baxter keeps saying that he will be able to fix Omnis and fix the portal and get in. Like, I'll be able to fix it. I can. I'm sorry, not that he can fix it, that he can't fix it. He doesn't know what's wrong, how to fix it. Sorry, is what I meant. Oh man, I was going off in the wrong direction there for a minute. Um, we then see Baxter can't fix it. This is nearing the end of the episode. Turtles, of course, and the end each episode enjoying either a full pizza or a slice of pizza. Splinter says that the turtles must start being more alert to their surroundings and to just their life of things that are going on. You got to be more alert, guys, is what he's getting at. They all say that April now has quite the news story about Shredder, Baxter, all of this that has been going on that they've seen recently with the Eye of Zarnoff, the alien, all of it. However, the one person that we see missing in this scene at this time is Michelangelo. Michelangelo then starts sending in an RC robot. However, we first see just the shadow of the robot approaching the room first, and then they see it's just a small little, like, let's call it no bigger than my cup, kind of. I don't know. Side by side comparison of my hand, my cup. I don't know if that helps, and I don't know if that helps or makes it worse. But they just have the shadow approaching it, and then it's just a little, like, I don't know, little robot. I would say it's probably no bigger than that cup that I just showed. And everybody's like freaking out. The shadow's really great because it looks like Metalhead, which is like a toy, is a character from the show, but NECA has made an animated toy already of this character. So like it kind of looked like that. The actual RC robot itself did not look like Metalhead. It just looked like some RC robot. And either way, it was really great. They were all really mad at Michelangelo because they were thinking that Omnis had like come back to attack them some more, and it was just great. It was just awesome. I really love the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. I love what I have been loving rewatching each and every single one of these episodes. So I can't wait to continue to watch these. If you guys suggest any other or have any other turtle suggestions you guys think I should kind of mix up in here, let me know what they are. And if I have them or if I need to search them out myself, I will go ahead and do that. And, I appreciate you guys joining us here at the Triple C Collective on Turtle Tuesday for watching Season 2, Episode 4, The Mean Machines of Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles from 1987. I'm Jimmy Clark. Cowabunga. Have a great day.